going on, guys? Tony Hannity's here with Lazy Tony Vapes. Yeah, weird, different intro, right? Oh, also I gotta fix this whole setup here. So give me a sec for that. Is that better? I think it's better. All right. Anyways, today we're gonna take a look at 4 flavors from Hydrip. Now, I know what you're thinking. I already did a review of them. I want to say about a year or so ago, and it didn't pan out too well. I was kind of hard on them, and that was honest. That was truthful, honest. That was just my opinion. I just wasn't a fan of their flavors. Also, I wasn't really a fan of their packaging. Their packaging material was very childlike friendly. So they're back though. They actually contacted me. They sent me a bunch of flavors. So this is directly from the company, but this is not a sponsored post. This is purely my opinion on the products. And so we're going to take a look at 4 of their flavors. They're Island Orange, Melon Patch, Guava Lava, and Nectarine Lychee. So right out of the gate, they do come in 100 milliliter bottles like this. It's nice and big, should last you a pretty long time, depending obviously on how much you vape. Come in 0, 3, and 6 milligrams of nicotine. And yeah, if you know anything about me, I'm a huge fan of like that fruity kind of Hawaiian kind of woo flavors. I don't know what that means. I'm really a big fan of just the flavor profiles that they put forth. So let's go ahead and get started with orange, Island Orange. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. This is their box, and it tells me a little bit about the flavor profile here. Island Orange. Take a trip to a fruity tropical paradise any time of day with this sensationally sweet vape. Sweet. Okay, we'll see how sweet it is. Powerfully fragrant blood orange and juicy pineapple flavors packed into a perfect treat. We'll see how perfect it is. So, yep, never opened. Never opened, never smelled, never tasted. Ooh, that's very orangey. Do my taste buds deceive me? Is this not as sweet as I thought it might be? Oh, there it is. Now I taste it. Let's talk about this guy. The blood orange. Super orange, super bloody. Okay, maybe not bloody, but definitely taste the orange, the citrus. It's not overpowering though. I do have a little bit of an aftertaste of that pineapple. So if you like that tropical kind of vape, I wouldn't necessarily call it cooling. What do they say? Where's the packaging? Yeah, it's not cooling. Is it refreshing? Not really necessarily, but if you have a hankering for a citrusy kind of vape that may remind you of a tropical vacation or something, hey, this isn't that bad. Did they just like truly improve all their flavors? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I could get used to that. That's not bad at all. Up next, we got Melon Patch. So Melon Patch, according to the verbiage, indulge in the ridiculously delicious taste of the juiciest watermelon chew you've ever had. So this is what we were, Matt and I talked about in the last review, which is some of these do attempt to mimic things like Haichu, which is a very popular Asian candy. Refreshing yet sugary sweet, it's sure to be the highlight of your summer. Well, news flash, it ain't summer no more, so I don't know what to tell you. And even if it is summer, this has been one of the weirdest summers ever. Wow, okay, that's very dull. It's a very dull kind of flavoring. So what I've been vaping on more recently because of my job, I'm in and out of my car. I actually don't bring my mod with me so much anymore. So I'm on disposables, and if you haven't done so, check out that disposables impressions review like rundown that I did a few weeks back. But in any event, I'm on disposables, and I'm very much liking like the watermelon kind of disposable, but because it's a disposable, they tend to be very flushed with flavor. Does that make sense to you? I mean, it's very flavorful. Maybe a little bit too overpowering, especially with watermelon. But this, on the other hand, this seems like it's missing something. Like it's definitely there. I taste the watermelon, and I don't, was it supposed, I keep throwing these things. Yeah, it's just supposed to be watermelon. I barely taste the, it's there, and it's literally the only thing there, but it feels like it's missing something. I mean, I guess to that point, it's not so boastful. So it's a little smoother to a degree. I mean, again, I've been used to like very strong flavors from the disposables, so that's kind of a good thing. I don't know. All right, next up we've got Nectarine Lychee, and according to the copy, Nectarine Lychee experienced the explosion of fruit and tropical flavor. I don't know what happened to my voice. I'm sorry. Experienced the explosion of sweet and tropical flavor when succulent lychee collides with juicy ripe nectarine. Your island vacation is just one puff away. That last line bothers me. I know it's copy. I know it's advertising, but it's so cheesy and on the nose and just does not need to be there. I'm sorry. I'm jaded by marketing, but it's just one of those things where it sounds like some guy at the front of the room trying to sell me a timeshare. Anyways, so Nectarine Lychee. Lychee is definitely one of my favorite flavors when it comes to vaping. There's a lot more lychee nowadays. About 2 years ago, there's maybe one or two companies that did a decent, if not very, very good lychee. Nowadays we're in a much better place. So I have a lot of hope for this, and mixed in with nectarine, it should be nice to have that kind of balance between the two. It's definitely interesting. I mean, the lychee is there, and I do have a hint of nectarine, not even in the aftertaste necessarily. The lychee is much more in the aftertaste. The undertones of the nectarine don't come out until maybe a second or so after the full inhale. If you hold it in your mouth like you would a cigar, if you've ever smoked a cigar, you know you're not supposed to inhale. It's supposed to stay in your mouth, it's supposed to taste it and everything, wish your tongue around. So if you do that with the nectarine lychee, you do taste both. Lychee is still a little bit on the heavier side, if you will. The nice thing about it is that it's not too sweet. It's right there on the cusp of being sweet, but it's not too sweet. So I could almost conceive this being an HDV, a half-day vape. Remember that term? An HDV. So far, that's my HDV. All right, so last but not least, we've got the Guava Lava. This is Get Lost. Huh? Get lost in an explosion of exotic flavor with a smooth hit of Guava Lava, a masterfully executed vape rendition of a ripe guava laced with vine-picked strawberries. So guava with strawberries. Cool. Striking a unique balance of fruity sweetness and tartness. I like tartness sometimes. Like it's taking a bite out of the rainforest. Well, don't do that. We need the rainforest. I mean, unless you're gonna put something else in its place, then it's okay. All right, let's see how this guy fares. Yeah, trying to stay objective here. I've had guava medleys before, and I've had a guava disposable before, and it was fine. Like it was more than palatable. It was nice, refreshing. It was a nice kind of change to my standard, grape vape that I've come to know and love from Reds. But this, I don't know. Like I don't know if the mix. What do they say? What do they call it? They said a unique balance of fruity sweetness and tartness. I definitely taste the tartness. That is way too much tartness. You know, when someone says like something is not ripe, like it's like you can taste there's something supposed to be sweet about it, but it's still a little sour. That's what this tastes like. Oh God, that wasn't good. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum. If you like this, then I'm glad you like it. I'm glad Hydrip has found a market for people who like that. For me personally, it just was not a thing. So out of the 4, the Guava Lava and the, what was the other one that I had? The Melon Patch. Like the Melon Patch was quite weak in its flavoring. So the Guava Lava and the Melon Patch would definitely not really be anything to write home about. However, both the Island Orange and the Nectarine Lychee were very impressive. So if I had to choose, like I said, my HDV would be the Nectarine Lychee. I don't have an ADV out of these 4, but I will say compared to the last time that I tried Hydrip, they have vastly improved the flavor profiles. They are so much better than they were before. So great job, guys, over at Teardrip. But still not a fan of the packaging. I mean, look at this. Look at that. I mean, this is, hey kids, just paint it all right over it. So flavor, great. Packaging, not great. Keeping these. I will have these in the back just as like when I run out of this, I guess. But that's how I roll over here. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave that in the comment section down below. Links, as always, can be found in the description below. Huge thanks to Hydrip for sending these over my way. And if you guys would like, you can follow me here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Lazy Tony Vapes. And all my other projects can be found on my Twitch, Discord, and Facebook page. You guys take care. Vape.